Well, what can I say? What a weird game that was. West Ham won, Arsenal 3. We finally got a win. And the reason why you might see me thinking, raw, like, why are you not as enthusiastic as you would? We just won. I cannot forget about that first half. It was absolutely shit. I'm sorry. That first half was abysmal. There was no one moving the ball quick enough. We're stale, pragmatic. Unfortunately, Tierney had to come off because he had a little collision with Antonio. He kind of had a knock on his shoulder, which we saw Kolasinac come on. There you go. I mean, we was waiting for it. We were on the back foot for most of the game. I mean, it was awful. West Ham were pressing us off the ball. Every little mistake we were having in the middle, that midfield position was so poor. The positioning from the centre-backs and the midfield was just ridiculous. Like, Torreira and Xhaka were on. And Xhaka's positioning, he weren't covering. He looked like he was playing more of a centre midfield position rather than a holding midfield position. I mean, I did see a 4-2-3-1 formation, but I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Torreira, same thing with him. I mean, coming out of position. But, you know, it was good to see Gabriel Martinelli in the first half. I thought he was, every time he got the ball, he looked like he wanted to do something. But, you know, of course, he was getting shut down. But let's get into the second half. And we literally turn the game on our heads. Let's not talk about the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, should I say, was awful. Just the same old stuff. As soon as we came back on, started the second half, West Ham was still back on, continuing on with the press. We were still making mistakes. And we didn't really have a chance until probably, one shot in the first half, I forgot to mention, by Aubameyang. But long story short, I mean, in the 60th minute, around that time, it was on. Kolasinac, a guy who we criticised for crossing, finally got the ball right. The ball he should have done for Aubameyang in the Europa League final, he finally did it in a game where we need to win. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in the middle of a relegation form crisis at the minute. You know what I mean? The team's low. He finally delivered. And Gabriel Martinelli I'm pretty sure this is his first start in the Premier League. And getting a goal. And if this doesn't say it enough, I'm not saying just because he got a goal he should be starting. But every single game he has played for Arsenal, he has done something worth saying, start me. So I think he's telling Ljungberg, listen, pal, you got to start me. Pepe finally took his chance and got his first goal in the Premier League. No more missing guy, none of this. Finally. And let's have it right. He was not having the best of first halves. I mean, he was getting past players, but he just kept losing the ball. And he was just sloppy to get back. But he continued, he pressed on, and he finally got a goal. And after that, an incredible cross, an incredible flick, no matter, for Aubameyang to get a volley in to make it 3-1. And, you know, unfortunately, well, you know, we got Man City next. So this win couldn't have happened at a better time. And yes, we will get smacked by City because, again, that first half performance was absolutely shambles. And I even put a tweet out saying, boy, I don't even see us coming back from this at all. But, I mean, could you blame me? The form that we've been seeing this season has been poor. But one play, one moment, and then after that, Arsenal just started playing the ball properly, started playing the ball quick enough. And there was still we were still losing the ball a little bit. And to be fair, West Ham were inviting the pressure. They took a back seat. They were giving us the ball. They knew what to do. Balls in from behind, that were through. That's it. That's all they had in mind. They were waiting for that moment for us to slap, lapse, and lose the ball. And then for press to counter and to score. And they were doing that. And it was blatantly obvious if you were watching the game at home on TV. You blatantly saw it. You saw Arsenal coming in. Confidence not there at all. You know, we've been poor. We haven't won a game in over 2 months. Do you know what I'm saying? So we need this point. We're desperate. West Ham were desperate. Do you know what I mean? They won one win in 6. I mean, this was a scrapyard match, if anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And we got the job done. We got the job done. And it was good to see the players. Well, I only saw a few of them, but majority of the players go to the fans, you know, clap the fans, and you know they've been behind them. I heard more of the fans this time in the game, even when we were down, and that's positive. I just don't know what to say. I guess I'm just a little overwhelmed. I know it's West Ham, but regardless of that, we've been losing points. We lost our last game to Brighton, and we were at home. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting any disrespect to this team, to these teams, but let's face it, we haven't been doing our jobs right. We've had manager changes. We've had Freddie come in. We know his lack of experience. We know the players' heads are low. We know the form has been absolutely piss poor, and you know we're points where we are. We're 9th in the table now, but before the game we were 11th. Let's not forget that. And before, if we'd have lost this game, we probably would have dropped to 13th. So, for this, I don't know what happens next. Hopefully, this can uplift the team because, listen, the games are going to start kicking on now. Do you know what I'm saying? So, boy, I don't know, man. For me, a man of the match, if I really had to pick someone, it's kind of a tough decision. It would probably have to be between Gabriel Martinelli and Pepe. And the reason I'm going to say Gabriel Martinelli, because for me, he was the only player on that pitch from start to finish that was consistently running, at getting the ball back, trying to get on the edge of the ball, get on the edge of the passes of Mesut Ozil, trying to cut in. Do you know what I'm saying? Seeing that. Seeing his determination. Pepe, I probably would have gave it to him because the quality of the goal that he scored, and also let's think about the way he did that flick for Aubameyang to get his volley in for the 3rd goal. I mean, it's quite tight, guys. If you think other different, let me know in the comment section. Of course, do you think Pepe or Martinelli deserve man of the match, or who do you think someone else deserved man of the match? But all I know is we got 3 points. We're clawing back up. We're 2 points behind Spurs. Not bad, but you know, it's going to get tougher. And listen, we could have done with some more points, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. We finally got that win. Freddie finally got his win. And, boy, let's continue on with this run. And, well, run. We only got 1 victory, right? Slow down. But let's try and, you know, create something here. And we need to get some of that. What we saw in the last half an hour of that game throughout the whole 90 minutes, man. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not disrespecting them, but let's be real. The first half was pants. It's been what we've seen majority of the season. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, you know, we could tighten up. But we need to tighten up because the games are going to get on soon. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section of the video. And let me know your thoughts on the game. If you're new to the channel, of course, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share the content, of course. It's also appreciated to hear from you guys as well. So, of course, hit the comment section. And I'll be back for our next match preview. So, guys, stay tuned. Peace.